must say, like, one of my favorite things in Paris is just walking around the squares, gardens. Very nice stuff. I'm gonna show you guys this one. And everywhere there's just this little square or little garden, and they're all very well kept, and old trees and nice spots, just nice gardens. Gotta give it to the French. They know how to do their gardening and their garden design. This garden right here, it's right next to the Seine River and Notre Dame Cathedral right in the background, as you can see. Let me show you around a little bit.
Those are beautiful with all the rain we had. Do you remember? I mean, what kind of people we
Right there on the background. Voila! We have arrived to the Luxembourg Garden and Palace, and we're gonna check it out. As it is right in the downtown area of Paris, this is just a daily spot for Parisians. So they come here just to have lunch or stroll or even jog. And it is a nice, quiet place. There are bees here, beehives, right in the middle of the park. That's nice. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there has been a really drastic drop in the bee population in the northern hemisphere, especially in the US, but also in Europe, due to pesticides and all kinds of stuff. And here they keep their bees in the middle of the city, in the gardens, which is nice. One thing I thought was interesting about this garden park is that instead of your classic seats that are welded to the ground, you have like this chairs you can move around. Well, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that in many parks or gardens that have been around, so I'd say that's pretty interesting. You don't see that very often, so you can just arrange it the way you want. One thing though I gotta say that does fit the profile and does fit the stereotype. Parisians smoke more often than other people, and been traveling around a lot, and you kind of notice that over here there is a higher percentage of people smoking. And in other places I see older people smoking, but here a lot of young people are smoking. But you know, just more smoking, more tobacco culture altogether. Also on the streets, every now and then you see a tobacco store, which indicates a lot of consumption. So yeah, it is true, the stereotype about Parisians smoking or French smoking. I see that quite a lot as I walk on the streets of Paris and the gardens and parks. I do like the sounds of birds here. I'm not quite sure which bird is it, but you probably heard it on the background already. If you know what bird it is, please put down in the comments. I'm not quite sure, but sounds cool. Sounds almost like a mockingbird, like in Jennifer Lawrence's trilogy of Hunger Games, but I'm not sure at all. So, and then in the middle of the garden or the park, you have the Luxembourg Palace itself, which is right down there. Gonna take you guys of a stroll here in one of the alleys. Something I've noticed in Paris is that in most parks and gardens the trees are planted in a linear way, like symmetrical, as you guys can see. And that's quite different from other parks I've been to in US, somewhere else around Europe, Latin America, Asia. You don't see that much linearity or symmetry in the way the trees are planted. Maybe that has something to say about the way things are or were, because I mean these parks are very old, so maybe shows a little bit of the character, the intent of those days when these parks were built and designed, with all this very linear trees. It's quite unique. I haven't seen before. So here we have a little pool type. Let's check it out. Well, this looks cool too. Nice place to chill. Very peaceful. Did you guys hear that bird? If you know which bird that is, write down the comments below. It was a present given by the French to the Americans after the independence. And here was a replica of it, originally in bronze as it said there, but removed and changed by another one. We're now going through a small garden that they have alongside the Eiffel Tower. I'm going to show you guys one more garden, another jardin here in Paris. Another chill spot, this one just by the Eiffel Tower. As we are walking, you can see the Eiffel Tower in the background, and this little garden goes around the Eiffel Tower itself. Over there in yellow, the little elevators where we go up to the second floor or the top of the Eiffel Tower. And there on the back of the elevator you can see the stairs where people will go walking to the second floor and even up to the top. There are these two options. You can go walking, either walking or through the elevator. Looks much smaller than I thought. I don't know, it seems to be much taller in the movies and videos. Le Petit Panda. Not that petit, as you guys can take a look. It's a pretty big place. Very beautiful decoration. I mean, it's a palace, and it does stand its name. Beautiful decoration with a nice garden. And we're gonna take a look at it. Another place to chill in Paris. I think the water has this color on purpose. You know, that decadence with elegance, French style. Maybe that's it. That's why. But it does have a few bugs, and it is very greenish. And this is the surrounding. In the background you can hear one of the jays singing. Paris is full of Eurasian jays. Every now and then I'm walking on smaller, calmer streets and I can hear it. You guys got it? Could you hear it? So this is another spot to chill here in Paris. You can come and relax a little bit, do your thing. And this is a free admittance, so I mean, you guys can just come here on a low budget as well. And I see a lot of people taking pics. I mean, it is a very photogenic spot. So I mean, that's another reason to come here. But I mean, it is quite beautiful architecture. Just another one of the small Jews in the downtown area of Paris. Many of them. I'm gonna show you another chill spot here in Paris, just by the Seine River. Go for a little walk to show you where people just hang out over here at sunset time. And right now we're close to the Louvre Museum, and we're walking towards the Notre Dame Cathedral, Pont Neuf, as we're chilling but also going back home. So at this time of day, a lot of people just come down to chill here at sunset, and I see people listening to music, drinking, eating, smoking, doing their thing, you know, just chilling and talking. So it is a pretty cool spot here, and I'm going to show you a little bit more of it. That's where also you have all those tours, like the boat tours with the tourists and shit. But we're not doing those. Not for us. We're actually gonna just keep on walking and showing you guys a little bit more of how the Excelent River at sunset goes. Today we just been to the Louvre Museum. We spent the whole day there. I was actually there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Didn't spend the 12 hours in there because I was almost an hour and a half in lines, just like the entrance line, then the ticket line, and then another entrance line. So there were a few lines we had to take before we actually inside the Louvre. But once we're there, guys, I spent 10 hours there, and to tell you the truth, I had to rush through some of the exhibitions. I had to rush through the African and the American art exhibitions because I was just getting tired and hungry and felt like going home. And it was about to close too. We specifically chose the Friday for our visit to the Louvre because on Fridays the Louvre is open at night until 9:30 p.m. So we left like half an hour before it closes, and we didn't want to get kicked out of there since they start clearing rooms even like half an hour or 1 hour earlier, and we just didn't want to go through the getting kicked out kind of thing, so we left earlier. We're going through a tunnel underneath one of the Seine River bridges, and it's really dark. Smells like piss in here. But other than this spot, guys, I gotta tell you, as far as I've been here to Paris, most of the city, it's a big city, all clean. Haven't seen much dirt at all. But this spot was smelling like piss a little bit. So as I was telling you guys, when coming to the Louvre, allow yourself a whole day because the place is huge, the collections are nice. I was impressed with a lot of stuff. For instance, the Greek statues you got at the Louvre's collection, Milo's Venus, amongst many others. Statues dating back to 500, 1000, 1500 BC. Very interesting stuff. Also impressed by the Mesopotamia collection. A lot of cool stuff. Some walls and inscriptions. Very interesting, very interesting. Something else that impressed me, and that really impressed me, was their Northern European painting collection. It's just enormous. I mean, all kinds of artists. Maybe one big name missing, Van Gogh, but everybody else there. And especially there was a Rembrandt collection, a full room full of Rembrandt. That was amazing, amazing. I might say that now Rembrandt is my favorite painter. I don't know, but definitely a very complete collection with his classics. Amazing. Something else that also impressed me, Leonardo da Vinci's paintings, of course, just a classic. The area with French sculptures were very nice too, huge. Old stuff like dating 1,000 years before Christ, so pretty cool stuff. I'm probably missing something, but if you catch my video on the Louvre and the highlights and how to do the Louvre with all the suggestions, all the hints, you're gonna see like the best, la crème de la crème from the Louvre Museum. So don't miss it, check it out, all right?
Oh, okay,